Hey YouTube, as promised I'm going to make another video. I made one before, but it got deleted, so I might make it again or try to re-upload it. But I'm playing with some of these no copyright music videos or songs on YouTube. Some of them kind of suck. Not exactly for me, but I like chill tunes. So, I wanted to make a simple video just to get back into the habit or continue to do it. So, this video is going to be titled, Why I Started Doing Carnivore Diet. We're going to see if this one actually loads up. Some of them, my videos might be a little controversial, but I'm going to do a mixed bag of things. Some simple, some not. Again, not sharing these. This is more for practice. And if anyone wants to check them out, welcome. But back to the topic. I'm going to leave that music in the background. If it's annoying, let me know. But why I started the carnivore diet. I guess I should give some background information. A few years back, I started doing keto. To great success, I lost about 100 pounds. Before that, I was extremely overweight. Still am, but extremely overweight and unhealthy. And was dying, literally. Literally dying. Something I had to come to grips with. But after quite a few dramatic episodes, I decided to turn my life around, and I heard about this thing called the ketogenic diet. I tried counting your calories and, you know, if it fits your macros or if it fits your microwave or a ton of stuff to varying success. Not great success. I was always going up and down on my weight, mostly up to my highest weight was close to 450 pounds. I mean, I'll show you full body pictures in the future, but it's a lot. So about 3 years ago, I started doing carnivore. Moved into a new place, the place I'm in now. Started day one. The day I moved in here is the day I started carnivore. And lost a lot of weight, a lot of learning, looking up videos constantly on the internet. I mean, from Primal Edge Health, which was a huge inspiration, helped me out a lot. I mean, there's a ton of people on YouTube, from Dr. Berg, Goody Beats, Thomas DeLauer, just so many people I can keep on naming. And then, I mean, even at the time, Joe Rogan was really talking about ketogenic diets, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to finally try this weird thing. And I was really skeptical, to be really honest with you. But how I knew it was working, I knew it was working the first week I did it. And I got a very noticeable difference in something that I have been embarrassed about my entire life. I used to be a chronic sweater. I mean, since I can remember. Like, my nickname used to be Hot Man, my brother would call me. You know, when I would get inside of a car, I would instantly start fogging up the windows, depending on the weather. Just so much heat was emitting from my body, and I was always sweaty. Didn't know why. Thought it was just genetic. Thought it was, hey, that's just me. Not knowing that that was my body in high alert mode, I would say. And it was crazy. So the first week I started the diet, I clearly remember I was at work, and I used to be a CNA, so I was running around, helping out patients. And I stopped in the middle of going from room to room to room, assisting residents, and I noticed I wasn't sweating. And I noticed I wasn't sweating all day. And it really hit me. I was like, holy shit, I'm not sweating. Like, could you imagine that? Something that has been going on your entire life. If I would stand up, I would start sweating. If I went out in the sun, I would start sweating. When I was eating, I would start sweating profusely. Like, I'm not talking about regular sweat. I have pictures where there's just water on my face, and it was just constant like that. Armpits, a line of sweat right here, just constantly. It was very embarrassing. And that day, whatever day it was, a week after keto, I realized I wasn't sweating anymore. And it was a game changer. I was like, okay, this is a game changer. My sweating isn't something that is just genetic. It was something that was wrong with my body. And after I lost like maybe 20 pounds the first 2 weeks, mostly water weight, obviously, if you've known keto. And yeah, then that's when I just did keto for 2 years, 2.5 years. And to great success on and off. I never did completely strict keto. I constantly, cyclical keto or whatever, or, what was it, cheat night or carb night, or just every once in a while I would just go crazy. And I followed that protocol for a while of great success, but I know for a fact that if I did not cheat or go over my carbohydrates, I would have lost more weight. But 100 pounds isn't bad. Transformation pictures are amazing. Over 100 pounds now. And then Joe Rogan had Sean Baker on, and I remember watching it as soon as it came on. I just watched whenever Joe Rogan comes on. I would, just put it on in the background and continue doing whatever I was doing. And it just seemed ridiculous for a second. Like, everything I heard about protein, gluconeogenesis, and all this other crap, that it just seemed like if you eat too much protein, you were going to kick yourself out of ketosis. It just didn't seem sustainable. Just eliminating plant foods it just seemed crazy. So, but as for some reason, keto is amazing. It's an amazing tool to use. Dirty keto is an amazing tool, but the best thing about dirty keto is you can just buy shit out in the world. You can just buy burgers and, take off the bun, which can be expensive. So I cooked a lot of my food. And just constantly making food and making complicated, extravagant meals was just getting a lot. So I naturally started cutting down on the vegetables. I don't know why. It just gradually started getting less and less, and the meats were getting more and more, and the fats were pretty good always. Oh my God, do you remember when you first started keto and you had your first buttered coffee, or just started pouring tablespoon after tablespoon of butter or ghee or olive oil or coconut oil onto something? You're like, holy shit, I might have a heart attack. That was just, those were the days when we thought fat was bad, tentatively doing it. But my body constantly, your body tells you, if something's not right for you, you will know. And adding, butter and things that we were told that were terrible for us, and feeling better, I didn't stop. But as I was lowering the plant foods and increasing the animal foods, I realized I started feeling better. And I mean, my meals used to be keto meals used to be, fathead pizza, and I would make constant, keto donuts, and I would, you know, the standard keto meal took about an hour to make. And it was, chopping up the zucchini or actually putting it in the spiral and then making your own Alfredo sauce and then cooking the chicken up, cutting it and everything. And man, cooking your own healthy food is a chore if you don't have time. And with kids and trying to work and just having a life, it was just getting more and more impossible. So my meals started getting simpler and simpler and simpler. I would just have salad and some steak, or salad and some chicken thighs, and then it just became steak. And my health started feeling noticeably better. I mean, keto was good, but for some reason, doing carnivore, I just felt cleaner. I don't know. I mean, anyone who's tried it would know exactly what I mean. It just felt cleaner. It felt the brain fog that was already not there that much. My brain just got even sharper. I started feeling more energy. My libido just went to a whole different level. You know, like when that whole keto crotch phase in the beginning of the year started, I was one of the first people to talk about how preposterous it was online. And I've never said this publicly and on social media because it just sounds ridiculous. The only keto crotch I knew was that I was hard all the time. Like, to be, and I know plenty of people who would attest to that. My libido, there's no problem with it. But anyway, so I started doing carnivore. I sort of fell into it like I do everything. And it's real simple. I try something, if it works, I keep on doing it. And I tried carnivore for a week, and then I started going back to more keto. And every time I went back to keto, and it's almost indicative to the Sean Baker story. You want to try something for a month, and then you're like, all right, I'm done with that for a month. Let's go back to normal. And I tried that. And I just noticed, I always say this, on keto, I was at a solid 8 most of the time. But on carnivore, I just seem to be at a 10. Like now, going from carnivore to keto, keto is just like this. The more plant foods I have, the less digestion, the less ease of digestion I have. I just feel a little bloated, groggy. Yeah, I've been doing carnivore for about, maybe 5 months now. And boy, I have to learn how to spend money better. I mean, anyone who follows my Instagram, which I don't have linked here, or I don't really promote this yet at all, because I'm going to say some crazy shit eventually. Yeah, I've been doing carnivore for maybe 6 months now, and I just feel better on it. My weight loss has been stagnant, but that's only because being a new parent, I was cheating. I was cheating on my diet. I was not disciplined. It's that simple. There are simple answers to everything. There's nothing that needs to be complicated. If you're not losing weight, you're not eating correctly. It's that simple. But also, in the times that I was strict, my body composition has been changing. I've been going to the gym more. I've been just adding that much. And at times, I was probably eating too much protein. I kind of doubt that. I don't think it was the calories. It was when I was eating and how much I was eating. because I work at a very intensive job, and when you increase your output, like working out, in addition to the job, your body's going to want to overcompensate. So I was eating ravenously, and with stress of being a parent, sometimes I was like, "Fuck this! I'm just gonna go to McDonald's." But my willpower has gone up 1,000%, and that has nothing to do with the diet. The willpower has come from strength and heart. Just being more self-assured, not allowing things to stress me out. Oh yeah, this journey's gonna be crazy, and whoever's watching this is gonna learn a lot about me, and learn that everyone's different. I don't think everyone wants to put an image on social media as well as me. Finding the particular room to be in, not showing, the stain on the carpet, or everyone has an image they want to uphold online. And I say fuck that. You guys are gonna find out more about me than probably anybody, because I have nothing to hide. My life is crazy, my situations are crazy, my diet's crazy. But that's life of a self-actualized man, or at least getting there. But yeah, I didn't really get into why I started the carnivore diet. But again, I'm just gonna keep on pumping out videos, and they'll get more structured. They'll get more to the point. I'm just getting comfortable with talking to myself on camera, talking to the potential watchers of an audience. No one starts out good. No one starts out with a plan in mind. The plan is just going to start forming. Whether this is going to be a health channel, which it's not. I would say health and lifestyle channel, but you'll see with some of the stuff I have to say that it's more lifestyle, all encompassing. It's not really just about health. I like to give good advice too, good solid advice, simple advice. But if anybody watches this, you can find me on Instagram at Dead Simple Keto. I'm gonna keep that for a while. And if you found this from Dead Simple Keto on Instagram, I don't know how you found this because I didn't post anything yet. So if you do, then I've become successful. And enjoy.